Ever wondered what lies deep beneath the ocean's surface in a world of perpetual twilight? Welcome to the mesopelagic zone, better known as the Twilight Zone. This mysterious realm, stretching from about 200 to 1,000 meters down, is a place where sunlight fades to almost nothing, creating an environment unlike any other on Earth. It's a world of crushing pressure, near-freezing temperatures, and strange alien-like creatures that have adapted to life in the dark. Despite the harsh conditions, the Twilight Zone is teeming with life. In fact, scientists estimate that the biomass here, the total weight of all living organisms, is greater than in the rest of the ocean combined. It's a massive, hidden ecosystem that plays a crucial role in our planet's climate and the health of our oceans. So, let's take a deep breath and dive into this fascinating world, exploring the bizarre creatures and the vital processes that happen in the ocean's dark heart. One of the most defining features of the Twilight Zone is the lack of light. Photosynthesis isn't possible here, so the food web starts differently. It begins with something called marine snow. This isn't frozen water, but a continuous shower of organic material falling from the sunlit waters above. It's made up of dead algae, animal waste, and the remains of creatures from the upper ocean. For the inhabitants of the Twilight Zone, this snow is a life-sustaining blizzard of food, fueling a vast and complex ecosystem. But the creatures here don't just wait for food to fall. They've developed incredible strategies to survive. The most famous of these is bioluminescence, the ability to create their own light. This isn't just for show, it's a multi-purpose tool for survival. Some fish use light to attract prey, dangling a luminous lure in front of their mouths like the famous anglerfish. Others use flashes of light to startle predators, giving them a chance to escape. It can also be used for communication, helping them find mates in the endless darkness. Imagine a world filled with living, moving constellations. That's the Twilight Zone. Let's meet some of the residents. The bristlemouth fish is a great example. You might not have heard of it, but it's thought to be the most abundant vertebrate on the entire planet. There are quadrillions of them. They're small, with mouths full of needle-like teeth, and they have rows of light-producing organs called photophores along their bodies. These lights help them blend in with the faint light filtering from above, a camouflage technique called counter-illumination. By matching the light from the surface, they become nearly invisible to predators looking up from below. Then there's the barrel-eye fish, a creature that looks like it came straight out of science fiction. Its head is completely transparent, like a glass dome. Inside this clear shield, you can see its internal eyes, two large green tube-shaped organs that are incredibly sensitive to light. These eyes can rotate, allowing the barrel eye to look straight up for silhouettes of prey or forward to see what it's eating. It's a bizarre and beautiful adaptation to life in the dim light. Another star of the Twilight Zone is the vampire squid. Despite its menacing name, it's a relatively small and gentle creature. It is not a true squid or an octopus, but is in a unique order of its own. Its dark, webbed arms create a cloak-like appearance, and if threatened, it can flip this cloak inside out, covering its body with spiny projections. Its most unique defense, however, is its ability to eject a cloud of glowing, sticky mucus instead of ink. This bioluminescent cloud can confuse a predator for several minutes, allowing the vampire squid to make a getaway. But life in the Twilight Zone isn't just about individual survival. It's about a massive, coordinated movement. Every single day, the largest migration on Earth takes place here. As dusk falls, trillions of animals from tiny zooplankton to fish and squid begin a journey from the Twilight Zone up to the nutrient-rich surface waters to feed. They spend the night feasting under the cover of darkness, and then, as dawn approaches, they descend back into the deep to hide from daytime predators. This daily vertical migration is a colossal event. It's like a giant biological pump. These creatures consume vast amounts of carbon near the surface, and when they return to the depths, they take that carbon with them. when they respire or become food for deeper dwellers, that carbon is effectively locked away in the deep ocean, preventing it from returning to the atmosphere as carbon dioxide. This process plays a huge role in regulating our global climate, and the Twilight Zone is at the very center of it. Scientists are still just beginning to understand the full scale and importance of this migration. Using advanced sonar technology, they can see a thick, moving layer in the ocean that they call the deep scattering layer. For years, they were puzzled by it, but now they know it's the dense mass of migrating animals. The sheer volume of life involved is mind-boggling, and it highlights how much we still have to learn about our own planet. The creatures that undertake this journey are built for it. Many have gas-filled swim bladders that they can adjust to handle the massive pressure changes, which can be up to 100 times greater than at the surface. They have specialized metabolisms that allow them to function in both the cold, oxygen-poor deep and the warmer surface waters. They are true athletes of the ocean, performing a vertical marathon every single day of their lives. However, this incredible world is facing threats. As commercial fishing depletes stocks in the upper ocean, some are looking to the Twilight Zone as a new frontier for harvesting fish, primarily to be ground up into fish meal for aquaculture and agriculture. But fishing in the Twilight Zone could have catastrophic consequences. Because these fish are central to the ocean's carbon cycle, removing them on a large scale could disrupt the biological pump I mentioned earlier. This could reduce the ocean's ability to absorb carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, potentially accelerating climate change. Furthermore, since these species are a vital food source for many commercially important fish like tuna and swordfish, as well as for marine mammals, overfishing the Twilight Zone could cause a chain reaction, collapsing entire marine food webs. The animals here also have different life cycles than surface fish. Many grow slowly and live longer, meaning their populations would be very slow to recover from overfishing. We'd be harvesting a resource before we even fully understand it, with potentially irreversible damage to the largest and one of the most important ecosystems on Earth. Protecting the Twilight Zone is a challenge because it's a global commons, largely in international waters. It requires international cooperation and a commitment to science-based conservation. Researchers are racing against time to map the zone's biodiversity, understand its intricate connections, and quantify its role in the climate system. They're using autonomous underwater vehicles, advanced imaging systems, and DNA sequencing to create a comprehensive picture of this hidden world. Their work is crucial. The more we learn about the Twilight Zone, the more we realize its profound importance. It's not just a dark, empty space, but a vibrant, dynamic engine that helps regulate our planet's health. It's a treasure trove of biodiversity, with life forms that could hold the key to new scientific discoveries and medical breakthroughs. So, the next time you look out at the ocean, remember that beneath that shimmering surface lies another world. A world of eternal twilight, glowing creatures, and a daily migration of epic proportions. It's a world that is vital to our own, yet remains largely unexplored. The Twilight Zone is a reminder of the immense wonder and mystery that still exists on our planet, and the urgent need to protect it before it's too late. Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive. If you found this journey into the dark fascinating, please hit that like button and subscribe for more adventures into the unknown. Let me know in the comments which Twilight Zone creature you find the most amazing. See you next time.